This is James Helder for the Casting Helder Show. I'm here in Brixton today. With me, I've got Brixton's very own Dillian Whyte. How are we doing, Dill?
I'm great, bro. I'm great.
First and foremost, can we talk a little bit about the hand? I know you suffered a hand injury in your last fight. How was the hand holding up?
You know what? The hands healed good. It's still healing up. I gotta take it easy for another 2 weeks before I get 100% signed off. It's an old injury that I had and didn't know. Basically, my specialist told me I've been fighting with a broken hand for the past couple of years. But you know, I got quite high pain threshold, so I didn't even know my hand was broken. It was quite sore, and I got advice to get X-rayed. Went and got it X-rayed, and the guy told me I got a boxer fracture, and I had to pull out my fight on the 24th of April. The injury happened on the 10th of April.
Coming on to be a mandatory challenger for the British title, Tyson Fury's got that belt. Obviously, he's now mandatory to face Vladimir Klitschko, so there's not much chance of that fight happening. Where do you stand in terms of that, and will you be hoping Tyson vacates that belt?
Well, Tyson's already tweeted saying he's going to vacate the belt for the likes of me and Anthony Joshua, and like the likes of Gary Cornish and a few other guys to fight for the belt. But so as far as I'm concerned, Tyson will vacate, because there's no point Tyson fighting me now. In all honesty, he's got a massive fight with Vladimir Klitschko. If it was in this position, I wouldn't take the risk, to be honest. I would vacate and fight for the world title, and then he can always come back and fight me when I'm British champion. So you know what I mean. I'll fight whoever or whatever. So you know.
So obviously, if the Joshua fight isn't going to happen, are you looking at the likes of Gary Cornish, David Price? Where do you go from here? What would be the kind of next move for yourself?
To be honest, I would love those fights. So if they don't happen, I'm just going to keep fighting and stay busy. But summer this year, I need a big fight. So I'm going to try and focus on getting something big summer this year. You know what I mean? There's the likes of people like Chris Ariola, you know, those kind of guys. Even there's a few good fights out there for me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be looking at, you know, Manuel Char, those sort of guys. You know what I mean? Johan Dupas, Erkan Tapa, David Price. I want to fight. Those are the kind of guys I want to fight this summer. You know what I mean? I need a big meaningful fight now, and you know what I mean. So that's why I'm gonna. To be honest, forget Joshua. If he wants it, he knows I am. I've already said yes to their terms. So if he wants it, he knows I am. I don't care about it. I don't care about him and that fight anymore, to be honest. Time to move on.
Saw Manuel Char in actions against Lee Pai, looked very impressive. What did you make of that fight? And is Lee Pai someone you'd like to get in the ring with? I
would 100% like to fight Alex Lee Pai, because he's a strong guy. He comes forward and he's fought good fighters and beaten some good fighters and lost to some good fighters. I would love to fight Alex Lee Pai. It would be a really good fight, because he's a come forward guy. I'm a come forward guy. And somebody's would definitely get knocked out in that fight, and I think he'll be him. So, you know, I would love that fight.
What do you make of the American Prince Charles? Have you seen much of him?
Yeah, he's actually a pal of mine. Actually, me and him actually talk. He's actually all right, but he's no friend in this business. There's no friends in the heavyweight division. You know, you may have to fight your friend tomorrow. It's just business. It's nothing personal. With me, I don't take things personal. Business is business. You know.
Saw him calling out Tyson Fury. I always find it interesting when people call out mandatory fighters, because there's not much chance of the fight happening. They seem to gain a little bit of hype off of that person. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? He's trying to get a big fight, like we are trying to do. All of us is trying to get a big fight. Some guys don't want to step up. Some guys wants to step up. So that's part of the problem. Tyson Fury will fight anybody. So if Tyson Fury never had a mandatory challenge to Vladimir Klitschko, he would probably take the fight. That's one thing with Tyson. I've been in camp with Tyson. I spar with Tyson a lot, and Tyson Fury will fight anybody. He doesn't really care. Tyson Fury is a bit of a nutcase. He doesn't really care, to be honest. He'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? That's one thing I can say about a guy. He'll fight anybody. So Prince Charles he's just trying to get a fight and keep his name relevant, which is understandable. It's boxing. It's a business. It's a business where you need to be relevant and current. So he's just trying to, you know, and to be honest, maybe deep down in his heart, he really wants to fight Tyson Fury, but no, it's just the wrong time. Tyson Fury is focused on Vladimir Klitschko, and that's it, which is the right thing for Tyson Fury to do. He deserves a world title shot, I think, in my opinion.
Let's talk, obviously, of you fighting toward the end of June. Now with the hand, you're going to take it. I'm right in thinking you'll take time to now let your hand heal properly, and then we'll see you back in action toward the middle of July.
Yeah, well, listen. I want to fight. I was going to fight still with when I found out my hand was broken, I tried not to tell my coach I was still going to fight. And then Chris find out that because the specialist called him and told him, and then he said, "Oh, why didn't you tell me your hand was broken?" I said, "Because I was gonna fight because I was looking to knock the guy out anyway." But you know, so I want to fight on the 20th of June. But I think the guys, the smarter guys around me, has advised me it's too soon. Be patient. I got a 10, 12 year career ahead of me, not a 10, 12 month career ahead of me. So be patient. So I'll wait. I'll probably fight maybe first week in July and then take it from there and then see it go. Maybe fight 2-3 times in July because I've done that before, you know. So we'll see.
I want to talk a little bit about your trainer, Chris Okoh, if you don't mind. Is it okay for me to bring that up?
Yeah. It's okay, you know what I mean? It's a very unfortunate situation, you know what I mean?
Can you explain to us what kind of happened?
It's a bit crazy. It's, me and him training on a Thursday night. We finished training about 9:30. He went home. I went home, and then next thing I know, 3 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from his missus saying, she was in hysterics saying, Chris has almost got killed. He's in a bad state. You know what I mean? He's had to rush down to surgery to have a major operation and stuff. So I was quite shocked. So I went up and see him, and after we was having a talk, and then he told me up, and he said he basically was standing on the sidewalk, a zebra crossing. A car's come around the car at high speed, knocked him off the crossing. He flew in the air, landed, and the car drove off. He sort of like passed out. He broke both his hips, tore his bladder, bad bruising and stuff. So they haven't caught anybody for it yet or anything. You know what I mean? The good thing is, yesterday he went home from hospital. So he's lamed up for another, like, he ain't going to be no good to boxing for at least another 5-6 months. You know what I mean? You know, because with both hips broken, he's had to learn how to walk again. He's had to learn to rehab and stuff. It's a really sad situation, and you know, I mean, I feel so bad for him. You know, what I mean, because we're just getting to the stage where we have worked so hard to get to now. Is, you know, what I mean, after surviving a 2-year ban, coming back, having a good fight, getting myself in a good position. Then I broke my hand, and then he got run over. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy what's happened in the last couple of months. You know, I broke my hand, my trainer broke both hips. It's crazy. It's a little bit crazy, but that's life, and I don't make things get me down. You know what I mean? Obviously, Chris is alive and he's here, so I'm just grateful. You know what I mean? I just hope they can get somebody and he can get some sort of compensation or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, I just hope that, you know.
Obviously, we'd be wishing Chris Okoh a swift recovery. We all at BoxNation and IFL TV hope he makes a fast recovery and gets back to his job.
Yeah, I hope so too. You know, I really do hope so. You know what I mean? But sometimes these injuries, it can have bad, you know, it can have a bad effect on you. Maybe it may not be the same physically or mentally after. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just have to hope it recovers properly, and then things can go back to normal for him. You know, in his everyday life as well as boxing life. You know, I really do hope and pray for him.
All right, well, listen, if you do need a new trainer, I am available. I'm willing to take you on the pads anytime as long as you don't hit me too hard. I'm here, man.
Listen, it's older time. Let's go. You know what I mean? I'm at the moment, I'm training with myself at the moment, just ticking over, staying sharp, looking after myself. And, you know what I mean? I'm in the process of sorting a couple of things out with getting a new trainer. It's going really well. You know, I'm in talks with a few people at this moment in time. So I'm just you know, just staying healthy, keeping the gym. I'm still motivated, still smiling as ever. I'm still always happy. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. You know.
We look forward to hearing some news imminently. Thank you for talking to Cass Helder Show, and we'll catch you again real soon.
Listen, you know my number. You know where I'm at. Anytime you need anything, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm always, you know, I'm here, bro. Thanks for the time. Big up.